You know why? Some of the fans, they are now blaming Nabi. Some of the fans, they are still blaming coaches. I mean, they are still blaming players. And I'm asking myself, which is which now? Because you guys on social medias, you started by blaming players, and now you are blaming Nabi. And I brought you one of my guys, which is Mesh over here, and he has something to say. So as things stands, also let me just start by what Junior Khanye said about signing new players. He actually believed and advised Kaizer Chiefs to sign. He was asked which players do you think can change Kaizer Chiefs, and he named one of the player, which is a center back. We're talking about Fasiga Idumba, and he was actually loaned by Eric Sinclair, but he's back. First match, he's grabbing a man of the match. As you can see, he is actually on the screen right here. Let me know if you think it will be a good signing for Kaizer Chiefs for next season, for this January. Sorry, guys. So bringing Mesh on this line, we are going to talk about what Nabi said about the strikers. Hello, Mesh. How are you, man?
Mula, how's it, brother?
I'm good, and you, bro. So as things stands,
Yeah,
man, I don't want to add or
yes.
to ask you many things. I just want to ask you what Nabi said about bringing a striker. It won't change any. It won't change that much.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah, it's tough. But I think what he means is that the players they are playing with fear, you know.
Yeah.
So even if you bring in someone like it's that thing is gonna rub off, you know. That you know how other players have come in and then you like they fizzled out, you know, when they were performing well.
Yeah.
It's like that thing will also rub off on the other players, but then I don't think he really meant that. You know, if we get a better striker, then nothing's gonna change. But
Yeah.
in actualities, just the conversion of chances. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's not only the striker that needs to score; it's everybody else. You know, everybody had a chance to do something, but you know, the finishing is just horrible. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like it's really horrible. Like the finishing is so bad. The strikers they are, you know, they're one dimensional. You know, you need to put them in a certain position. It's like if you want a goal from Dupree, he must be running one on one with the keeper, something of that nature. You know, something can come out, maybe a long range from outside
Mm-hmm.
or a header, or you understand what I'm saying. And
Mm-hmm.
you can also expect Mart, you know, guys to shoot from outside. You know, Shabalala also. You know, it's like it has to be like the interplay and all of these things, and even about Duba. So I think he didn't, you know, say obviously uh, getting a striker won't help, but I think that you know there are problems far deeper than just the players on the pitch, and I think it's also the belief in the players.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think you have answered what I wanted to hear because for me it didn't make sense. But right now, as you explained, bro, I yeah, understand because I'm routine. So as things stands, also mesh. We had this player who was playing yesterday, who is a center back. Is I think it's Idumba Fasika. I heard Junior Kanye on his channel. He was suggesting that Kaizer Chiefs should sign a player like this. Do you think it's a good idea for that?
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, he's a great player. You know, and his performance was amazing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't the only Cape Town City player that played well. You know.
Mm-hmm.
We also had Nyama also played well. You know, Rhodes also played well. You know, there's a lot of players that played well. Even Sokwana, you know, he
Mm-hmm.
also played well. So I think that it's just a matter of like for example, what do we need? And then you look at who's performing, and then you're like, yeah, no, we need someone like that. And yes, we agree. We do need someone who can perform at a high level. But I mean, like, I think anyone who's performing well, you know, even players in Skukune, for me, players in other teams, you know, they're also worthy to be signed because if we're doing bad and we don't have quality players, then you can imagine with Cape Town City, you know, a team that's sitting, you know, at similar numbers to us. In fact, worse than us, they are sitting at number 11, and then a performance against a Pub Chiefs, and you know, the players supposed to go to Chiefs now. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I think, yes, in terms of tactical ability and all of those things, he will be a great signing. But can we say this is a signing that can bring the league? Is this a signing that will close the shop value at the back guaranteed? That's not something we can guarantee. So I think any player that's performing well, Vele deserves to be playing at a better place if they can. And also us, we need better players where we can.
Yeah.
And I believe that he can also be a good addition to the team, but so can other players be also a good addition to the team.
Yeah.
It's just that Chiefs is always classified with expensive players. That's why it feels like, oh, okay, we didn't sign well or whatever because you signed, someone who's not expensive. But, like he's saying, Junior Khanye, manje, this is not a player that we're looking at. You understand? This is a player that just comes after a Chiefs, after a Chiefs game. You understand? So I think sometimes we classify things because they are in relation. Maybe something happened and then we're like, okay, fine, let's sign this guy. Or this is the coach that eliminated Sundowns at CAF. Okay, Chiefs must sign him. This is the guy that scored against Sundowns, or this is the guy that scored against Pirates. Chiefs must sign him. So I think also it's not something he was saying all along. It's something that he's saying just after the game. You understand? So it's just the performance of one thing and then say, oh, let's sign this guy. But there are also other players who are of similar ability and even better ability that we can and we can't sign.
Yeah, Mesh, I think you have answered on that one because he didn't say it before, but he just said after that match. And you know that against Kaizer Chiefs, every player will perform very good so that they want to be signed to that Kaizer Chiefs. So I really understand what you're trying to say, bruh. So, guys, if you're new in the channel, consider subscribe. And also, I brought you Easybet. They're giving you 50 Rand free for opening an account and also 25 free spins. This is Mesh on the line right here. And Mesh, I wanted to ask you a last question, bruh. Which one? I saw fans, they are now going crazy about Nabi saying that no, this is not the right coach for Kaizer Chiefs on social media. So what do you say?
No, man. Look, we have long-term and short-term vision. I think the people who are saying Nabi is not good enough, I think it's the people who are having a short-term vision. People who are only thinking about the next game. You understand? They're not thinking about the game number 20 of the league. They're not thinking about even the last game number 30 of the league. They're just thinking about the next game. And when they look at performance, their performance is, the last game. So I think a lot of fans, it's been a long time since we haven't won anything. So I can understand the frustration, but I think it's the first time Chiefs is in a setup like this where, a coach comes with his own people. Many times Chiefs found assistant coaches for the coaches. It was always half of Chiefs' fault and then half of the coach's fault. But then now everything is Nabi's fault, you understand, which is good because back then, we defended a lot of coaches and we said, no, but this coach doesn't have his own people.
Yeah.
And then Jiggy, no, this coach doesn't have his own players. Then Jiggy, no, this coach, they didn't sign so-and-so. He could have done it if they signed so-and-so. So I think it's good pressure, and I like that the pressure is only on Nabi, so that when Chiefs turns around, they must give credit to Nabi, the people who are denying him now.
Yes.
They must give credit to him because they are the first ones to criticize him.
Yes. No, I really understand. I'm trying to block this call. Okay, thanks. So, Mesh, are you still there?
I'm still there, my brother.
Okay. So you actually you think those people who are actually criticizing Nabi, they just want a short-term vision, not a long-term vision.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yes, I think I'm answered on that one. So, bro, with your understanding again, do you see Chiefs signing on this January?
Yeah, no, they need to sign, man. They really need to sign because look, players are playing out of position. Injuries have halted the progress so much. So many of our best players are not there. Scandals are happening. Abo Serino, Abo Castillo, and you remember how Castillo got injured. It was inside the box. He was kicked, and there was nothing. So not only has it been, injuries, it has also been the unfairness of the referees, and also just the unluckiness also in games. Like yesterday's game. You could point out the goal to be the only mistake that the team made. But other than that, the team was actually in control of everything, So those are just some of the things where, like, okay, we see we need players. And if we should sign players if this analyst saying that we should sign players from a team that's number 11, then we can also accept teams that are at number 3, number guys from Polokwane City, different guys other than Apolis and Matuludi. We can expect, guys from Skukune. We can expect guys from, about TS Galaxy, all those things. So it shouldn't be a problem also when we sign there. It shouldn't be like, oh no, we only need to sign either Ismaele or nothing, or Pesitao or nothing. We can sign guys at Golden Arrows, we can sign guys at Super Sport, because all those teams are above Cape Town City. And if Cape Town City is now the level of players in which we must sign, then I believe that we can also get similar quality elsewhere and for a better price. So I believe that Nabi will get his people, and his people doesn't have to be expensive players.
I'm listening, man. I'm listening. So it's not about being expensive, but it's about how quality is the player.
Yeah, it's about if the player can do that job. You understand? Like,
Yes.
can the player, like, if they're putting you at right back, can you play the full position role?
Yes.
If they're putting you at number 10, can you play the number 10 role? Which is what a lot of players have struggled with the Chiefs.
Yes.
We see, like, Du has excelled in that position. But, there's been other years where other players haven't been able to excel, playing for the first team. And I think that sometimes if you have a coach of, Nabi's caliber, it's okay to experiment. You look at Cross, Cross, some can say he's this, he's that, but he hasn't been the worst performer of the
Yes.
team. So I think that if we can get more players, even if they may not be the best, but as long as they're not the worst performers, I think it will still be a good addition. Because look at Castillo's injury, it hurt us. Mteta was out of the plans for the coach. Chigi is back because of that injury. The injuries at the back, different keepers now, 3 keepers already. And we only played 3 games of the season. 11 games of the season. And we've changed keepers 3 times. That also disturbs the progress. And also scandals happening. Your best player, Sereno, now, caught up in this story that we don't even understand. That also messes up the flow. So there's been a lot of problems far beyond what we can imagine, but I believe that Nabi is the right man for the job.
Okay. Mesh, thank you very much for actually breaking down everything we wanted to know and what is really happening at Kaizer Chiefs. We really appreciate, bro, your time at Play Sport. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you, Mullah. Thank you to the fans as well. Sure.
Yeah, guys. So this is the end of our show. Thank you very much to Mesh. I really appreciate that everyone have got their own opinion. You can even say it on the comment section, guys. Just say it on the comment section, whatever you want to say. If you think Nabi is not a good guy for Kaizer Chiefs, you can say it. If you think Nabi is a good guy for the Kaizer Chiefs, as Mesh said, just say it in the comment section. See you on my next lovely video. Peace.